It's been a couple thousand miles now since we got the new Kelderman air ride system installed, and I have to say, I'm definitely loving it.
Yeah, it is amazing. The ride quality is so much better.
Yeah, I think it's riding better than our old 3500.
Yep. We do still have a little bit of vibration. We think we have a fix for that.
If you've been watching our videos, you know that ever since we got the truck, and it's been more noticeable since we got the new suspension installed, we've had a bit of a vibration. Mostly notice it in the back end of the truck. Really feel like it might just be the wheels and tires slightly out of balance. Of course, it's a pretty new truck. Haven't even changed the oil in it yet. But that's not to say the factory didn't get the balance a little off. You can see they've got balancing weights on the wheels here, but it's still just not quite right. So we're going to go for, I don't know, maybe a less popular approach. We're going to try Centramatic Wheel Balancers. And these are Centramatic Wheel Balancers. This is the set for the front. We've got the set for the rear here in this other box. And what they are is they're an active balancing system where it's got some weights, some like steel or metal weights on the inside of this tube of oil. And I don't know if you can hear that, but they swirl around the circle here while you're driving and actively balance your wheels and tires while you're driving. Supposedly you get above like 17 miles per hour and they start to move around. You can kind of hear the swishing noise when you're going really slow, but then above 17 miles an hour it's supposed to balance your wheels and tires. And that means that if you look over here, if you get even some rocks in your tires, which are pretty common in these tires, it should balance the weight out. When the rock leaves your tire, again, rebalances the tire. So we're gonna give it a go, see what we think. So you have to check these things and make sure you have ample clearance, but these are made for Ford and Ram trucks of this size. And you can see it fits nicely over the hub. Everything's clearing the brakes and everything, and I already tried it on the inside of the wheel and make sure this side cleared. Everything's looking good, so we're gonna go ahead and put them on. And if you guys didn't notice, holy cow, look at the size of these brakes. This caliper is humongous. And the brake rotor, it's bigger than the wheels on most cars. All right, we'll see if I can get this tire on. It's pretty heavy. I think these things weigh like 147 pounds each, so they are not light. There it is. Ah, got it. All right, well, we got it on there. Still need to torque the lug nuts, but I'll wait till I get it down off jack stands for that. But this will give you kind of an idea what it's going to sound like. Kind of a weird swishing sound. Some of the articles I've read on the internet said that people sometimes hear it, or passers-by might hear it and mistake it for like a leaking tire. It makes it sound like there's air leaking out of your tire, but I think the small amount of noise will be tolerable, especially if it makes our truck ride nice and smooth. So yeah, I know most people just use a paint marker, but the way I look at it, we'll probably be doing this quite a few times over the life of the vehicle. It'd have a lot of paint dots on it. So for now, we'll just use tape. Got them all torqued, but I always like to go around the circle one last time. Make sure I got them all. It's kind of important. All right, done. Didn't take long at all. Pretty easy install. tight.
It's not going well.
What the heck? It's supposed to pull right there, but my goodness, it's... Okay, so if anyone knows the right way to get the center caps off, you're gonna have to leave me some tips in the comments, because I'm struggling. Let me just say, a smart guy would have done it before he jacked the vehicle up so that the tire wouldn't keep spinning on you, but never was accused of being that. The smart guy. All right. Man. Whew. I'm telling you, that'll work up a sweat just getting the center caps off. All right, I think that might be the last one for tonight. Doesn't look like it on camera, but it's getting pretty dark, so I'll get the lug nuts tightened with the torque wrench and we'll resume tomorrow. It's a new day. We're back outside here ready to install the rear Centramatic balancers. Let's hope it goes as easy as the front. I don't know, these look just like the fronts. I think the rears are supposed to be flat. Hope these things fit. Well, it looks like I'm out of luck. Centramatics sent us the wrong part. If you look, this is kind of a dished part. And these, according to the box, if I would have noticed before I opened it, it says they are for a 17-inch wheel on an F350. When they're supposed to be rears. And if you look at the instructions, the rears are supposed to be a large flat plate with a ring around it, not a dish to it. So it looks like I'm gonna have to unfortunately send these things back to Centramatic and try and get the right ones. Well, it's been a couple of weeks. It took some time to get the correct Centramatics for the rear. And for this truck, the rear part number is 400423. And you'll see here that they look very different. Had one out earlier. Look how much larger the rears are. They're really big. And then it took a couple of minutes to figure out how to get the rear center cap off. Ended up just using this plastic pry tool. Kind of had to use it sideways. Wasn't the perfect choice, but it did work. So I got the truck jacked up on jack stands. And we'll go ahead and remove this outer rear tire, put this Centramatic disc in between the two layers of tires, put it back on. All right, so with the outer tire removed, we should be able to just slide this on, aligning the large hole with the valve stem. Should be that easy. Put the outer wheel back on. I think we're done. I'm on the last one. I just can't get the two wheels apart. The outer wheel is, I guess it's just rusted to the other one. It doesn't look like much rust there, but it must be just enough to hold it. Not sure how I'm gonna get it off yet, but gonna have to find a way. Whew. Whew. We finally got this wheel off. It was rusted around the hub here in the center, so we'll definitely put some anti-seize on there before we put it back on, but wow. It was a chore of pry bars and hammers, big hammers, but we got it. Whew. So glad we're not doing that on the side of the road right now. Whew. So for this one, I took off the inside wheel also. Didn't need to just to put the Centramatics on, but I really want to clean the surface up, clean the hub up, and put some anti-seize on there so that if we do get a flat tire on the road and need to do a roadside repair, we don't have to fight it so hard, because this was a lot of work. All right, we got it cleaned up with some Scotch-Brite, and now we're just putting a little of this anti-seize lubricant on here to try and prevent this problem from happening again. Almost started putting it back together without putting the Centramatic on. That would have been a mistake. Alright, gotta align the valve stems. Well, we finally got the last wheel on there. So we still need to torque the lug nuts and put the center caps back on. It's getting dark, so this task that should have been really easy, well, it might wrap into day 3. Jeez. All right, it's getting really late now, but we decided to go ahead and power through and finish up. Although that test drive, that's gonna have to wait for tomorrow. Okay, it's a new day, so we're off for that test drive. So I'm not sure if it's coming through on the camera very well, but we're traveling, I don't know, 65 miles an hour down the highway right now, and the vibration level is greatly reduced. I'm gonna call this Centramatic thing a win. I think they're working. If you wanna see some more big truck mods, subscribe to the channel. And if you liked the video, consider hitting the like button for us. It really helps our channel.